Yes.
Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now, I am so where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed, and the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you like to still slide in WGPL 1350 studio or WMPA 88.9 studio, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and you can still slide right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM. Click and listen live.
I find these precious words with them me you are.
And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Yes, welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace. 95.3 FM, WMPA 88.9 FM, and WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Twitter,
LinkedIn, Instagram. We got some folk on Instagram already. YouTube, Facebook Live. Look, Crystal Records 1 at YouTube. Go and subscribe to the channel. You can actually see our live shows, our morning shows, and our after dark shows right there on our Crystal Records 1 page. Isn't that marvelous, Mr. E, to be on so many platforms?
that is so wonderful.
Along with live radio.
Yeah.
It is absolutely marvelous. So it is fun Friday, and it is an absolutely beautiful morning. Woke up with plenty of sunshine here in the Hampton Roads area. We're expecting about, 60-something degrees today?
That's right. And then at 7 o'clock p.m., it's supposed to drop down in the cold.
Already?
That's right.
Well, that's okay, because next week it's going to be up and popping.
That's right. That's right. It's going to be up and popping.
So, yeah, we are here on Instagram, Mr. E. As a matter of fact, we have a few folk that have joined us. Let me I'll pull them up and shout them out. In the meantime, while you pulling yours out, we have someone by Mad757 joined. Good morning. That's on Instagram. But make sure you all say something in the chat on all our social media platforms. We want to shout you out. Let people know you support us. And let people know you are there. We got Miss Annie Miles on our Facebook. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Annie Miles. Hope you're doing great. And all you all, again, that are on LinkedIn and Twitter and everywhere else, we want to say good morning to you. So this is our Fun Friday segment. What's in your closet issue
Concerning
us women?
them women, them girls.
But before we do that, we got the current job list.
Got them women. Let's talk about them Them women,
We're
them
gonna talk
women.
about us in a minute. We
That-
sure are.
that's right. Get your pen and piece of paper together just in case you didn't get them in the first of the year. We got some more job listings coming your way. And if you need a job, a
Yes.
job, if you need a job, here's some information just for you. The Planning Council is looking for an accounting CCEVA, that's Chesapeake Regional Healthcare Office, looking for a life coach, health and the community department. They're looking for mobile as monitor. Mentioned. They're looking for shore office mobility. They're looking for Princess Anne office, Virginia Beach Tribe monitor, mentor. Them are mentors, yeah.
Absolutely. LGBT Life Center, bilingual medical case manager needed.
Bilingual.
Bilingual. Also, pharmacy enrollment coordinator, along with director of community health programs.
They agents looking for a property site coordinator, VDC, FICO facility assistant, enrollment, medication aid, and RN care manager and assistant in housing.
Absolutely. Fiscal assistant housing, you all check them out. Habitat for Humanity, Southampton Roads. They need a development director. The Western Tidewater Free Clinic, they need a director of development.
NAMI is looking for a coastal Virginia bookkeeping. The Girl Scouts is looking for a camp ranger.
WHRO, they need a donor relations officer. Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts Development director is needed. Prime Plus membership specialist closes. Oh, that's 1/11/24. That's closed. Go ahead, Miss Lee.
And the next step is looking for a success coach and a YWCA, the Southampton Roads, is looking for a clinical manager.
All right. This is new as well. Park Place School, Director of Operations and Development of the Elizabeth River Project, seasonal landscape technician is needed, and a project community engagement and environmental justice manager is needed as well.
Portsmouth Museum Foundation looking for executive director, that's closed, okay. The Virginia Arts Festival is looking for annual fund manager and a special event operator associate.
Okay, so that executive director for Portsmouth Museum, Mr. E, that closes 1/31/24. They can
Yeah.
click, go online and click to apply for this position. But you all make sure you go to our pages. It's already up there. Go to our social media pages and you'll see it, share it, look through it. Great job
That's right.
opportunities. And we will continue to post, these great uh, job. Look who's up here. Good morning, Treasure.
That's
How are you?
Yeah.
We're gonna invite you out. I know she. It's good to see you up here. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Make sure you all say something in the chat.
Sherman Wright. Okay. Sherman Wright 5243 is on Instagram. Is chiming in. Did you say that earlier?
I saw Sherman when we were getting ready to do the job list.
Okay. Well, he's up and popping.
Up and popping. You all make us smile. Thank you so much for your support. We are here. This is Fun Friday. Does it feel like Friday to you, Missy?
It's Fun Friday in the city. It's Friday.
It feels good. It feels like Friday this week.
Miss Hinton, don't forget to let our listening audience know that even though it's Fun Friday today, come Monday is the holiday.
It is, and we are celebrating
Dr. Martin Luther King, I Had a Dream birthday.
All right, we want to say hello to is that Irami Tillman on our Facebook page. I hope I did not mess your name up, but good morning. So Martin Luther King's holiday is coming up on Monday. The school's closed.
Yes, the school's going to be closed. So, a lot of banks and businesses are honoring that day also. So that's right. So our hats off to Dr. Martin Luther King. And right now we want to say happy birthday to him.
All right. Well, we're going to be talking about Martin Luther King
That's right.
and just remembering all the wonderful things that he contributed to our land, our community, our world. And his name will never be forgotten. I'm going to tell you that right now. But anyway, Mr. E, Fun Friday. And we're going to be talking about a whole lot of things. And first of all, this is our women's segment. And there are some things that are going on, some trends that are taking place. One of the things that I'm finding out that women are concerned about is their health, their fitness, and things like that. On the 19th, coming up on next week, you all, we will have Coach Liz on, and she's going to share some tips how you can be more fit, how you can be stronger, how you can take care of yourself, your body, mind, your spirit, and how you can eat right. In the meantime, women are doing things, and not just women, but we have some women in particular that are doing things that's going to help them become more trim, slim. Let's talk about Miss Oprah Winfrey.
That's right, Miss Oprah Winfrey. She's doing some great stuff.
Is it great?
It's great to some people.
Is it great? Well, what we're talking about is that
Her
Oprah
diet.
Winfrey has confessed that she is using medicine, and I believe it's a diabetic medicine, to lose weight. And let me tell you, whether it has side effects or not, girl is looking very, very good. Is that right, Miss?
That's right. Miss Oprah is looking. Miss Oprah is looking wonderful, and she done went down to a Bobby doll size.
So what do you think about that? And she's not the only one. There's quite a few now that's using, that particular medicine to lose weight. And I mean, that weight is coming off of, the diabetes medicine and things, some of them are known to take weight off you. We hear it all the time on the news and on TV about how, if you have this particular medicine, some of the weight is going to come off. I think people are really pleased, and women are definitely pleased that they can get their hands on something that's going to be kind of like a quick fix.
Miss Redford got this. I used it as diabetes medicine, and she lost 43 pounds in 2 weeks.
Wait a minute. A miracle pill.
Miss Oprah Winfrey said that yes, that's right. I'm indeed using this powerful gummy weight loss in 2 weeks.
But she is definitely looking good on the red carpet. Very proud of how she looks. She's just really in a different zone now. She's always wanting to, have a great figure. She's struggled with her weight for years. And all of a sudden, she's got this miracle cure. I want to know what you all think about it. And Miles, what do you think? She says, what happened to her Weight Watchers? Oh, and
Shade.
And I want to know what happened to her Weight Watchers. I think maybe that was going a little bit too slow. And then you know what? People have a habit of losing weight and going back up. After a while.
I wonder if Oprah is a diabetic.
I'm not sure.
Is she just taking that medicine just to lose weight, or what?
There are a few that I know that have. They're also social media celebrities and stuff like that. Have great businesses out there who's doing the same thing, losing weight, changing their diets and things like that. But to me, it's like almost like a miracle drug. But there is someone that is. I'm going to get that information when we do our fitness segment. That is pushing it in this area, Rose area, and just feel like that is something that people need to get their hands on if they have a problem losing weight.
They said Oprah Winfrey in an interview shine a spotlight on the weight loss drug, but experts warn not a magic bullet. It's called OZEMPIC. Yeah.
Mr. E, if you're losing weight in 2 weeks, 40-something pounds, what is it if it's not something, a miracle drug or something?
I heard on TV that Ozempic, that miracle drug, causes a lot of people to have such great side
Oh,
effects.
wow.
That Ozempic has a lot of side effects going on when it comes to, you taking it, and it causes you, when they said on TV, can cause ulcers and all kind of everything else for you. So before you take that drug, read the side effects.
Absolutely. Go to your doctor and, just be careful with stuff that's quick. I think it's working for her, but you just never know how your body's going
That's
to
right.
react to such things. But Mr. Issa, man, this is from what I hear, are having a problem with women going from big bone to, olive oil. Let's see, maybe.
Where is the beef?
And I mean,
Where is the beef?
because in this day and time, this is what I'm hearing from guys. They like a more voluptuous woman.
Right,
It's
right.
not that they all of them do, but I'm saying they're, a certain generation is like, hey, look,
You know,
give it to me on bone.
if it's going to be a healthy choice for them for health reasons, yeah, I can see you losing the weight. If you just doing it, just like, for example, there's a lot of people doing a lot of other things, to lose weight. That's that BBL. A lot of people
lose weight, but I want to know if before you mention that, Miss E, do men appreciate a more, big boned woman?
Women
In
time.
this generation, what do you think?
Women time coming around. You gotta have some weight.
But you know what? I think because larger ladies have a lot of confidence now. A lot of them don't mind, having the weight on them, and a lot of men don't mind women that have, a nice amount of weight on them.
That's right. And see, if they don't mind it, it's all good. It's their choice. Some want the big girls, and some want some little girls.
Well, listen, you just mentioned a BBL. Let me tell you something. He was just talking about be careful about the side effects of some of those medicines.
That's
but
right.
That BBL is not for everybody either. The BBL is causing a lot of problems with women. One lady was on just recently, and she's crippled
Right.
as a result of the BBL. Can we say it as a Brazilian butt lift?
Yeah.
Women want to look more voluptuous back there, and they want, they just want to be more, shapelier, and you have that trend going through social, through Hollywood and through, a lot of social, what do you call it? Those reality shows.
That's right.
You see that on, women are just really getting into it, but it's not without problems.
They said the BBL, the popular BBL risk is infections.
Mm-hmm.
It's called infections. It causes insomnia.
Insomnia, really?
Samaria.
Huh?
SEROMA.
Okay, go ahead.
It causes
It just
tissues to come apart. It causes scarring or the fatty cells death. It causes bleeding. It causes sensitive loss. It causes a whole lot of problems. Right
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole lot of problems for that BBL. So you
bleeding, sensation loss, general anesthesia mishaps. There are certain things that you should do when you're doing any kind of procedure. You all, you've got to make sure you go to a good doctor.
Yeah.
You all going over to some of these countries and paying $20 for a BBL. You know something not right with that. It may come back in their legs.
They said it causes fluid to build up when you get that incision. When you get that incision, it's a risk of infections on other side effects. So you got to be very, very careful. You got to let people know that when they come to doing all of that, to be very, very careful with that.
Okay, yeah. So when you consider one, make sure you go to a professional, somebody that's recommended. It's the most important thing when it comes to any kind of procedure. Like I said, it is done safe. You got to feel comfortable. If you feel like that something is not right with this procedure, when you go in there, you don't do it. It's minimally invasive procedure. Is when the fat is extracted from areas in the body and often the stomach and waist areas, and re-injected in the buttocks to create desired shape.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not, it's not without problems, and you got to be careful. But men, you feel like men are into it. Like I said, they want
Men,
more shapelier men. But I'm wondering from a man's point of view, is it something that looks appealing? Some women get it, and they just. I'm going to tell you when it really is problematic. When they go underground and use silicone and
okay.
things like that, that has really become a problem for a lot of women.
I heard a lot of things about that silicone that it bursts in the areas that they replaced in. Have you ever heard that?
Well, I tell you what, they've had women that have come up with lupus. They have women that have come up with the draining of the silicone throughout the body. There are a lot of problems going underground. What is this? Ann Miles is saying about some of these things. Uh, it is really, really a scary thing. You got to be very careful, and please go to somebody that's highly recommended
That's
and an
right.
expert in the field. We're talking about our women today. What's in your closet. These are some of the things that people are talking about now. Also, Mr. E, not only are they talking about their health and things, cosmetic surgeries and things like that, uh, they're talking about, what women are doing in Hollywood as far as financial, their pay and things like that. There are quite a few that are, we know a couple of them, Monique and Taraji Henson, who was just on the Color Purple talking
Yeah,
about this disparity in pay and things like that. We're not concerned about their finances.
that's right. And they doing everything they could do, Miss Hinton, to make to look the
Mhm.
part, to feel the part. Miss Ann Meyer said, "Wonder how much weight will you gain when you stop all of these Weight
Mm.
Watching fads?" And she said, "And they are crazy enough to keep doing it. Don't forget cancer after the effect."
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Well, we will see. We will see. Like I said, that this is becoming a trend.
that's right.
People using different medicines and things like that to lose weight. They were doing the operations for the stomach
The stomach
things
and
and
the
all
tummy tucks and all
tucks
that
and
stuff.
all that stuff, and what is that when you pull
Pull off.
fat out of the
Yeah,
body,
yeah.
liposuction and
Lipo.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a new thing, and some folks are jumping on it.
And some doctors are making mad money just taking the risk, not really, put a license on the line. And well, when you go underground, you can be not even a real doctor.
Yeah, so Christy, getting back to what's going on, women feel as though some women, especially in show business and things like that, entertainment, feel like they're underpaid, underappreciated, especially African American women. What do you think about what people are talking about and how, people are definitely, Monique and different ones have definitely cried the blues saying, look, it ain't what you think.
You know me, Miss Simpson, I have a problem with folks trying to look the part. Why can't folks just be themselves? Because some folks give you drugs, and some folks drug you up to do what you got to do, and now you got to go here and go under the knife just to look the part.
Okay, so I'm talking about the money part now, Miss Lee. What do you think about that? That has become a big story in the news about the young woman from The Color
Oh,
Purple
okay,
talking
okay.
about the money in Hollywood. Let's shift now
Well,
to,
that's
what women are, finding out is a dud. Miss Taraji Gibson is saying, listen, it ain't what you all think. Fantasia is not what you all think. But this is the thing I feel like this is
business.
Hollywood and folk in Hollywood has portrayed,
That's right.
an image of, we just got it going on. We are all that. And we're finding out that the money,
Ain't
even in
there.
the side of, even men are talking about it too. African American men, it's like, wait a minute,
It's not there.
it's not there like you think, and especially when the government comes in and gets their part, then we have to pay all
That's
the
right.
folks that's on our team, and now, I got to pay my bills, and they are definitely trying.
And you and you're left with nothing. You're left with nothing. Just like in the music business, there's a lot of people have stopped going to major label
Yes,
companies
absolutely.
and they start going independent because they're cutting out the middleman. When you look at the life of Gladys Knight and the Pips and Prince and all those cats, you find out that they didn't make no money because they had to pay the big boys first.
Absolutely, they got to get their money first. But I tell you what, there are a lot of women talking about the fact that hey, we need to have more pay. We need to have more respect.
Yeah,
We need to do better by those that are entertaining us. And hey, what can I say? You got to fight for what you want in this day and time. And so there's another fight, another cause where people want things to change. They just had the protest in Hollywood and stuff like that, and it turned out where people are going to get better benefits and things like that. But still, when it comes to women of color and women in general, there is definitely a problem.
Miss Hinton, when you said that Maple Staple and the Staple Singers had a song out, respect yourself. Nah, nah, nah,
Respect
nah.
yourself.
Respect if you don't respect yourself, ain't nobody gonna give a good cup.
Well, Missy, we're gonna move right along. Look, let's talk about some of the stuff in the news. We got Miss Nikki Haley, who is running for president, and her and DeSantis just had a debate, slinging more mud. I was getting dirty. All the mud that we been. Oh my goodness! What do you think? What do you think? You think this? Does she have a chance? Chris Christie said they gonna eat her up.
Well, they're doing it now. Here's one of the things that gets me so much about when a woman's up there running for politics, when they're in the political field. What gets me so much is how they treat her. Chris Christie wanted to protect Miss Hale, wanted to protect her, but they were slinging mud. He told them in an interview, he said, "Look, you ain't got to sling that kind of mud. This is a lady standing over here."
Ooh, and she's slinging more mud than the man.
Right.
That was a very interesting debate.
That's right.
We're gonna see where this goes. Chris Christie just got himself out of the race, moved himself aside. He was going, do a number on Trump, but Republicans won't have it.
That's right. Do you blame
him? He didn't get the support that I didn't know he's taking up the Trump there. No,
do you blame Chris for dropping out?
Well, he had a chance.
Just before we get ready to take off, there's one thing I want to bring to our attention right here in Portsmouth, right here in Portland, I want to bring to our local attention right here in Portland. The police department confirmed to the way that they identified a man in the video of 41-year-old Jackson. He has been charged with grand larceny and one misdemeanor. You know what he did, right?
Yeah, walking out of the
liquor store.
I didn't even want to talk about
it. Investigators said he stole over $3,200 worth of alcohol from all the crime is working at the learning time.
Why was he clapping out the store? You can hear every bottle he stole. But anyway, we're gonna move this aside. We're gonna serve that. But what about what's going on with this Letitia James? She's a beast.
Yes,
she came on yesterday after trial ended with the civil trial for former President Trump, and I tell you, she is in beast mode. Very happy. Congratulate herself.
That's right.
She knew she threw down, and this is the thing. She got a guilty, guilty. He's found guilty of all the charges.
That's right.
Now they got to figure out what kind of money. But this woman, just to see her in action is just amazing. No fear, don't care what kind of mud is slung on her. She's going to do her job.
He said during that court criminal charges that he had, civil suit that he wanted to give his response. And she told him and not to come up with any politics. And the first thing he did was start saying this is the trick.
Well, I tell you what, these women are definitely in beast mode. You can't mess with them any kind of way, and it's just how it is. So, look, just come on over here with us for a little while. We're gonna talk a little bit more about some what women are doing and how they're handling situations. We want to say good morning, Angela, hey, Sheila Green, Sheila Robbins, Annie Miles, all you all that are on. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern of the most talked about radio show, all you had to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at whatever Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI, or email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye now.
Ooh, Mr. E, so much going on, and so much going on with the ladies. You know, ladies, how do you feel about some of the stuff that's going on? How do you feel about what's going on in Hollywood with women, you know, talking about that they're not getting, you know, all that they need to? You know, this is the thing. When you portray an image, you know, people that look at it and say, dang, they got it made. Dang, they're doing well. You know, Taraji Henson is one of the best, actors in Hollywood. And you look at and you feel like, you know, that everything is in place, money's coming in, and then all of a sudden you hear, you know, stories of, you know, hey, they're not treating me well. Hey, I'm not getting enough. Hey, I can hardly feed my kids. And then it's like, what? What's going on?
You know, Mr. Hinton, when you put a high dollar on yourself and somebody giving you an opportunity. See, Oprah decided that she wanted to put The Color Purple together in a musical, and she did just that. Now, when you were when they were sitting at the table, and or their lawyers were sitting at the table and began to dialogue with the financial executive there, why she didn't run their mouth in and tell them this was enough money?
I think eventually she did. She started raising hell. And, you know, they had to pull up on the money. They had to come up. But see, the thing about it, Oprah and them said they are producers. They are not the people that the executives that bring that money and bring this production together. So certain things, you know, is not in the hands of Oprah unless she says, look, you all going to have to do better by these folks. And I think that's what happened in this incident, you know, because there were a lot of complaints about, you know, drivers. They needed drivers. They needed certain things. And, you know, the folk was like, hey, you know, we can't accommodate you. But maybe, look, maybe Oprah can. And I think Oprah began to make up for some of the slack, you know, or wanted to make up for some of the slack that was in this particular production. But it's just surprises me, like I said, how people look like they're doing so well, and then you find out behind the scenes it's not going like you think it is.
You know, they always tell me everything that looks good ain't always good. That's right. That's right.
But you know, this is the thing. You like you said, you said, hey, why don't you all make sure you have the best of lawyers? Make sure you can negotiate good contracts. Make sure you're in that place, you know, where you can get the best of your above. And guess what? If the father says she don't have that experience. If the father says she never look, she don't
have that. Vivica.
What if the father says she don't have Taraji's problem or experience? Now, do you all think? You all let me know in the chat. Was that wrong of Vivica to not stand in, you know, and unite in front with all the rest of the ladies like Monique and some of the other ones complaining about that money? Do you think that this would mean that she should have kept her mouth closed and not said anything? Because this is what I'm saying. One is saying this, the other one is saying that. One is saying, I don't have that experience. The other is saying, look at me. I'm a victim. Look at the way they treat women in here. And other ones say, I can't relate.
You
What do you
know,
think about
Miss Hinton, when we begin to start talking uh, about folks not pulling together, being on the bandwagon, it's a dog eat dog world out here,
it?
and so many people are for themselves. Well, wait a minute. What goes on your table may not fit my table. I may be a beans and frank kind of guy. You may be a sirloin and baked potatoes and asparagus kind of girl. And so, if you give me some beans and franks, I'm satisfied because I can think about from which I came from. When you started looking at Tajay and all of them, the smart thing that you got to remember when you do business. When,
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
came and approached her to do the business, what she should have done was sit down at the bargaining table then and there. What gets me about so many of people is that they get behind the scene and they get behind folk back and they talk down on when they she asked me to do this for $1 and asked Vivian Fox to do it for $2. So I mean when that's why I don't think people should talk money when they doing when it compares their pay to each other because it's gonna be some stones thrown.
Well, hopefully, with the, they had the protests and things in Hollywood. Hopefully, is across the board is going to get better. But like you said, if you accept peanuts and this one don't accept peanuts, then that's where you're gonna get, an imbalance in pay and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully, hey, this will make folk, you can talk about this for 100 years. There's so many perspectives, so many things that you can look at. But just hopefully, things get better for folk in Hollywood since y'all got to be in that type of whatever.
Environment. Yeah.
Okay, so you gonna go back to talking about the BBLs and what are you gonna talk about now? Certain actions. What other team? You just said Can you say something about the man that you just said walked out of the ABC store?
Yes, I did say that, but I want to go back to another part. I want to go to the Proud Boys.
Oh my goodness, what's going on?
Proud Boys, member who they was crying.
Okay, yeah.
They broke down crying about 100 strong men, about 100 strong men fight and forces the U.S. Capitol, and they did what they did to the Capitol. But when they got that time,
what happened?
When that judge started putting that time on them folks started crying.
Like baby.
Where was Billy Bad Butt then? That's what gets me so much. We got so many people being bad when everything is going well, they think, but when they got to face that music, why is it that they are crying?
Well, let me make a point about that because if you notice with the Trump, his case, Letitia James came out and she is the DA for the city of New York, the state of New York, I'm sorry. And let me say this woman is not in it to cater to Trump, neither is she entertained by him. Because this is serious business, wherein, he is, people are, all these Proud Boys and all these guys and stuff like that. She's not impressed. Because guess what? She don't live in that world. She don't live in that world of politics wherein she's concentrated on what he's doing here, he's doing there. She's going by the law. She's going to do things by the law, and her demeanor is like no nonsense. These folk, the Proud Boys and all them got in Trump. They would lift him up. They thought he was, a musician, magical. This particular woman and the court are not playing with these folks. They're not entertained by Trump. They're not entertained by the Proud Boys. They're not entertained by none of this stuff. They are there to do a job, and that's why you see things playing out the way they are playing out, because folks are not being entertained by these folk. It's all about business.
I think all them folks got misled too. Because I think them folks got misled by Trump himself, by him telling them, meet me down at the river and we'll go, we'll go tear the camp down.
They tore it down.
And they went and tore it down, calling names, and then they went steps further by going to Pulaski's house,
Pelosi's
house,
and doing the harm that they did.
And if I was her, I'll sue every last one of them. And I would ask them why, who told them to do it. See, here's the thing about it. This man got so much power over folk. One of the ladies that I heard that I saw was there at Proud Boys, and she said she's gonna do her time. I heard her say that she's gonna do the time, but she said this: I still will vote for Trump.
Oh, see. But like I was saying, Letitia James is not impressed by him. She's not sitting back, just in a cloud looking up and saying, "Oh, we got this great man." It's all about the Lord. It's all about business, and she's not going to get caught up. The Proud Boys. This is the thing, Mr. E. They crying like babies, but they have got so caught up. Now they're facing jail time.
That's right.
And there's nothing you can do. Some of them have gotten 17 years, 18 years, a lot of years falling behind someone that's not able to help them.
I want to go back to our Brazilian booties. Brazilian butts. The Brazilian butt lift. I want to travel right back to it, and because this is something that need to be talked about.
Yeah, especially after the other day, the woman is crippled as a result of a Brazilian butt lift. These things are dangerous. You just can't go to anybody, Mr. E, and just say, lift my hind parts and do all this stuff. First of all, some of them don't look good.
That's right.
We say that first. And then some of them are dangerous, getting those Brazilian butt lifts. I know some of y'all want to have more stuff in your trunk in your trunk.
Yeah, you got some junk, all right.
Well, what do you think, Steve?
It says if you consider a Brazilian butt lift, you're probably worried about the safety risks involved, and that's a good thing. The most important thing when it comes to any kind of procedure is that it's done safely, and that you are a patient feeling comfortable with your surgeon and the manner in which it's being performed. So you got to make sure that you are comfortable with whoever's performing that. You got to look at his credentials and make sure that he's a real doctor of medicine.
And even the real ones, why are they making these butts that don't look quite right? Are they still practicing on women? Women, you got to look out for yourself when you come out and you got twigs and all these basketballs in the back, and you got your little skinny legs and stuff. That stuff, you got to be careful. You got to find out if these doctors know what they're doing. You're supposed to be looking shapely, but your body should be proportioned as well.
And when it comes down to African Americans, they getting all that artificial stuff from the Caucasian lady. They ain't got no booty. Got some booties now. They got and see, they going underneath the knife and get a big nose, get the nose tapered to get this fat cut off. And when I begin to look at this, the Botox, when I begin to look at Brazilian butt lift, it says it is a minimum invasive procedure in which fat is extracted from the area where it is unwanted.
Yes.
Now they've taken out humanistic stuff,
taking your fat out and putting it in your butt,
and putting it in your hind part, often the stomach and the waist area, and re-inject it in the buttocks to create a desirable shape and volume. It has become increasingly popular in the past year due to the natural look result. If your man, I heard this on the other day, that there was a lady who told her husband that she was going on a vacation with her girlfriend, and but what she did, she decided that she would go and get her butt go get her butt
And what
back.
happened?
And when she came back, the man said, "Who was that in my house?"
Didn't know the
Who is that in my house? Somebody in my house. And she said, "Well, I went and did it for you." She said, "No." He said, "No, you ain't do that for me. You did that for yourself."
But be careful. We want to say good morning to West. This is WEST
Senior.
West Star. Is it West Star?
No, it's West Senior.
Okay, West Senior joined us on Instagram. We want to say thank you and happy New Year to you all. Thank you for joining us. We want to make sure you all join us for Martin Luther King birthday and our sports talk segment. We want you to just also, if you have any suggestions for some of the shows or special guests that we should have on, we would love to have your ideas and let us know what some of the topics that you would like us to share with you all. We were just having fun today. This is Fun Friday, just talking about a lot of things that women go through or women in the news or whatever. But we hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful time with us. We enjoyed you all being on, and we want to just say thank you. Don't forget to join us for the Royal Ladies Pie. Go to the page, the Ladies Pie on Facebook. Don't forget the Ladies Book and game, which is at www.bulbicacademy.com. BULBIC. Get the books, the anti-bullying books, get the anti-bullying game. There's some other things coming up as well. Looking forward to that. And also, you can go to your Android Google Store. You can go to your App Store and get Bulbic, BULBIC, the game. And let's enjoy some of those things. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media.
Yeah.
And be a special intern. Fire Radio Show. Mr. E show you how to do that.
And that's the way you do that is you got to go to Edward Evans' Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? Inbox us and let us know that you want to be intern sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Or you can call 757-714-7861 or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com.
I want to shout out Miss Clara Huff, who is an intern, and she definitely brings us some tea as well. And we want to thank you all for being so patient with us, and just a wonderful, wonderful asset in us, in our lives, and committed to FY Radio Show. We really love that. So look, have a wonderful weekend. We're going to see you soon, and just be blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I want to say this to Treasure Girl, you will be in class. And I don't know why. You got called.
Thank you, Treasure. You all have a wonderful day. Bye now.
Two up, two down.